We didn't come ready to play, and they for sure, did come ready to play. They jumped us from the beginning. Transition, they were hitting shots, rebounding. They jumped us from the beginning, and then I was proud of our fight in the second half, especially. Some young guys got in there, played well, played hard, and just trying to get some momentum now that we head into the play-in game and the playoffs here in April.
You need to win for 7th place, but Pardubice helps you.
Yeah.
So you are 7. It's like the goal of your team.
Yeah. I think we're the 7th seed, so we'll be playing Ostrava, and then hopefully moving on to Opava, who we've been knocking at the door with, this year, and been right there with some games. So we're happy with our draw, and we're going to be ready to compete.
Now it's end of the regular season. You're first in Czech League. So
yeah.
How are you satisfied with performance of you and your team?
Yeah, I mean, we had a better start to the season than finish, but you want to be playing your best basketball, in March and April, and we've won a couple games here in the last 2 weeks or so, and like I said, you want to be playing your best basketball now, and I think we're doing that. We were kind of had an up and down season, but looking forward to my first playoffs as a professional. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, we've been struggling all year long putting 40 minutes together, a complete 40 minutes. When we do that, we win. When we don't, it can be anybody's game. Obviously, against Nymburk, if you want to beat them, you got to play, especially against them, you got to play for 40 minutes. And we didn't play the first 10 minutes of the game, and the game was kind of over from there. My guys kept battling. We kept battling and competing like they always do. But we played them even after the first quarter. But unfortunately, you gotta play the first quarter to get to the second quarter. We didn't play well in the first.
But in the second half it was equal game, so it's maybe good for your team mentality before the playoff.
Yeah, I don't know if it's so much. We played them even. Obviously, Nymburk took their foot off the gas a little bit. That's human nature when you're up 17 at the half. But my guys kept battling. They're fighters. They really are. They're fighters, and we're excited about we have a series coming up against Ostrava on Saturday, and we got to be ready to go. And that's all we're worried about right now is playing against them on Saturday night.
Yeah, you lose, but still keep the 7th place. So it was your goal?
Our goal is, when you have a young team, and we've had a lot of bad luck, and a lot of teams get injuries and stuff, but we've just had some misfortune this year. Our goal is to go out every night and just take it one game at a time. I know that sounds cliche, but I don't know if our goal was 7th, but that's where we're at, and that's what we got, and we finished 7th on the year, and now we got to win a series to get to the playoffs.
We wanted to perform well. We started the game good. We set the tone from the beginning, and we finished the game the way we wanted. We won, and that's the most important thing. We did what we wanted to do in this game. Things could be better also, especially on the defensive end, but it's tough when you have 20-25, you're up. Sometimes it's also tough, and knowing that this game don't count for anything. But I'm really glad and happy that players fought hard from first to last minutes, and they didn't come to the court to underestimate anyone.
The most important part of the game was the beginning when we were dominating the game. Do you agree?
Yeah, we played really good at the beginning. Like I said, we set the tone from the start. We didn't let the opponent even think that they can surprise us. This was the goal, and we did what was expected from us.
Now we have to wait for our opponent before quarterfinal. It's 2 weeks break. It's difficult to manage and prepare the team before playoff.
First of all, it's not that difficult. The only thing is that we're going to be 14 days without a game, and the teams we're going to play against, they're going to play some games, they're going to be in some kind of a game rhythm. So basically they're going to be in some kind of advantage. But regardless, we need to rest a little bit now and start preparing for the quarterfinals, which is our goal, to play best basketball of the season in the playoffs.
This is maybe the most important to keep the energy and the sharpness of the last game to quarterfinal?
Yeah, that's going to be important. We're going to try to do it with the practice, which is hard, but anyway, we're going to try to do it, and we have experience with this, so I think it shouldn't be a problem. We'll see on the first quarterfinal game how the team will react, but I'm very optimistic and positive.
Last question, your first regular season like Nymburk head coach, so how are you satisfied with this part of the
season? Mixed emotions. First, we weren't successful as we wanted to be in the Champions League. We were a little bit unlucky, which affected us a little bit. And of course, a little bit disappointed with losing the cup. But we need to learn from this and try to get from this even stronger. We have really young guards, starting with Kobe, Jerick and Tuma. So sometimes we pay the price for this, even though they're great guys, great basketball players, but sometimes they lack experience. And I think that's why I emphasize it was a good experience for us. And a good school to know how to play these kind of games, like it's final of Czech Cup, because we're gonna play also playoffs where only wins count.
Já myslím, že spokojení můžeme být, protože ta výhra je velká a navíc se nám podařilo dominovat ve všech hlavních ukazatelích v tom zápasu, takže i přesto, že si tam samozřejmě zase najdeme nějaké chyby, které tam byly a nějaké úseky, které se nám moc nepovedly, tak si myslím, že s těmi posledními zápasy, tak jak směřujeme do toho playoff, můžeme být spokojeni.
Rozhodl ten začátek, jste rychle utekli 1 na 20 bodů.
Jo, byl výborný začátek, výborná energie, dařilo se nám zastavovat to, v čem je USK silný a prostě když se nám podaří vést po té první čtvrtině nebo po tom prvním nějakém úseku přibližně prostě těch 30:10, tak pak už to je jenom o našem mentálním nastavení, abychom to udrželi, abychom nepolevili a to částečně sice přišlo, protože tam se USK vrátilo, myslím, během té druhé čtvrtiny na nějakých takových těch 10 bodů a trošku nás kousali, ale potom jsme se zase začali soustředit tak, jak máme a ten zápas jsme poslali tam, kam jsme potřebovali.
Konec základní části, jak bys ji zhodnotil?
Tak já myslím, že tenhle ten tým, který letos se tady sešel, je extrémně dobrý v tom, že prostě tam, kde nám třeba chybí nějaký talent nebo některé prostě schopnosti, které jsme měli minulý rok, tak to vždycky vynahrazujeme maximálním úsilím. V tom týmu je letos prostě každý hráč, který tady je bojovník, nic nevypouští jak na tréninku, tak v zápase a snaží se podat maximum, takže z tohohle hlediska samozřejmě můžeme být k sobě upřímní a můžeme být klidní v tom, že jsme pro to udělali maximum. Samozřejmě vždycky nás bude mrzet ta jedna prohra, která přišla v Opavě v té základní části a ten pohár, protože z hlediska prostě toho, jaký jsme hráči a kdo se tady letos sešel, tak není příjemné být samozřejmě podepsaný pod tím, že po x dlouhých letech jsme my ti, kteří prostě ten pohár neobhájili. To není nic, co by si asi někdo chtěl dát do toho svého basketbalového životopisu, ale o to větší budeme mít motivaci prostě to playoff zvládnout a jak se říká, trošku se rehabilitovat nebo vynahradit si to, protože prostě dostali jsme facku a nezbývá nám nic jiného, než tvrdě makat a podpořit jeden druhého v tom, abychom byli připraveni na to playoff v té nejlepší možné formě a získali to, za čím směřujeme.
Teď je dvoutýdenní pauza, který budeme čekat na soupeře a je klíčem si přenést tu energii a taky to opravdu to nasazení, tu velkou bojovnost těch posledních zápasů, kdy jsme dominovali.
Je to samozřejmě klíčem a ty zápasy vůbec nebudou jednoduché, protože se vždycky hrajou 2 zápasy ve 2 dnech doma, potom nějaké krátké volno a 2 zápasy ve 2 dnech venku. A třeba po té dlouhé pauze nemám strach, že všichni budou natěšení a půjdou do toho prvního zápasu té dané série vždycky naplno. Ale je důležité, abychom i dobře potrénovali a byli v dobré kondici a připraveni herně, protože prostě tohle to není jednoduchý hrát ty back-to-back zápasy a tam může být takové to nebezpečí, že v tom prvním zápase budeme všichni natěšení a pak v tom druhém přijde takové nějaké prostě polevení v motivaci a v té energii a tom prostě nesmíme dopustit a musíme si na tom tréninku vytvořit to tempo a tu intenzitu, abychom na to byli zvyklí a tímhletím projeli celé to playoff.
Troufneš se odhadnout, který z trojice Hradec, Děčín, Ostrava bude naším soupeřem?
Já si myslím, že Hradec, který bude hrát s Děčínem, to bude extrémně vyrovnané, protože Hradec je ten podle mě nositel tam takového toho basketbalového umu a těch schopností a toho útočného talentu a Děčín bude chtít potom mít tvrdě a sám jsem zvědav, jak to dopadne. Myslím, že to je velmi otevřené a víme, že Děčín nás uměl potrápit letos v tom vánočním zápase a v Hradci se nám taky moc zápasu nepovedlo, takže mi vůbec nevadí, který tým to bude a když bude hrát proti nám dobře a prověří nás, tak jenom dobře pro nás, abychom byli připraveni do té další fáze, do playoff.